Welcome to Blynd Submyshynz, where DIY bands submit songs for us to listen to and react to blind. Every week, we'll bring a guest from the underground music, arts, or entertainment scene to help you sort through mountains of new music. We go in blind, so you don't have to. Blynd Submyshynz.
Blynd Submyshynz.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to today's episode of
Blynd Submyshynz.
We got a high energy, low energy situation here.
Bringing it in hot today, baby.
I'm high energy.
I'm having
Jeff.
trouble waking up. I'm usually up and at 'em by 7 a.m. and by now it's 11 o'clock. So everybody knows what time we're recording.
On your third meal of the day.
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody retroactively. Well, actually, it'll still be Memorial Day if I manage to get this out tomorrow.
Are we gonna publish this on a holiday?
We are, yeah.
Wow.
Fuck it. I don't have to
So
work.
Fancy.
So
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Happy-
That's our gift to you.
yes, you get to hear our silky smooth tones.
Ah, yes.
So what's the deal? What did we do yesterday?
Oh shit.
That's
Maybe
why
I'm so tired.
That's why you're drained.
I was wing wrangling.
Yeah, day one of
Anime.
taking our kids back to cosplay and anime
Yes.
convention for the first time, and it's a big one.
It's a really big one.
I looked up the numbers. The last year we went, 2019, they said 33,000 people went.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, felt like more than that to
God,
me
it felt
yesterday.
like twice that yesterday.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's a big anime cosplay conference in downtown San Jose that's been going on for, God, I don't know,
a long
a
time.
decade maybe?
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
more.
And
I don't know.
our kids made elaborate costumes.
Whew,
And
did they ever.
JD spent his day wrangling two kids with really wide wings.
Yeah.
And if you've never been to an anime in a cosplay convention, the whole point of making a costume is so people will stop you and want to take your picture or
Pretty
take a
much.
picture with you. So it's basically we were like bodyguards
Just
all day.
bodyguards.
And the only request we got was please keep the neck beards away from us.
Yeah.
I think is what my daughter said.
That was exactly, keep the neck beards
I
away.
was like, including us?
Yeah. We don't want any of the creepers.
I think technically we are the neck beards.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was awesome. I mean, and they absolutely love it. But yeah, all of our kids had very large costumes.
Yes.
Very close to not fitting through doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like hype man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. you
But it was
tell them, JD.
It was great. It was great. They loved
And we're going back
And
as
we're
soon as
going
we finish
it.
this.
Yes. Yeah, got to go in for day 2.
I got to see and catch up with a long ago friend who I haven't seen, and I think he did the math like 16 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, as a prop maker and costume builder who's one of the guests at the event. Hoku Props. Check him out if you're into costumes and that kind of shit.
HOKU.
HOKU Props on Instagram. He does some pretty fucking wild stuff.
Oh yeah, completely.
Like full armor sets and
yeah. One is LED that LED eyeball.
Oh yeah, he's missing an eye, so he took the opportunity to build a colored LED eyeball.
Take
that
advantage of it.
So he built a cable costume, and Cable has one eye that's like lit up, so he can actually do Cable with the full lit up eyeball.
That's crazy.
It's pretty dope. Well, who's our guest today?
Who is our guest today?
I'll give you a hint. Korn.
Yeah, it's somebody that you have actually, if you've been listening to the show for a while, have heard us mention on multiple occasions.
Hundreds.
You finally get to meet him today. So Justin Rogers,
Our good buddy Sweets.
aka Sweets.
All right.
Yes.
Bass player for Disrupt the Paradigm.
I actually did.
You
go
queued up
through-
some
I
DTP?
queued up some DTP.
All right, let's hear it, and we'll
Yes, I
play him
did.
in.
So
Friend, local music fan, all around hell of a fucking guy,
Yes.
and
yes.
a ripping bass player. Actually owns one of my old basses. All right, welcome aboard, Justin. And there he is.
Oh,
Played in with some Disrupt the Paradigm. What's up, Sweets?
Howdy. Howdy.
Yeah, have you ever heard of that band?
Pretty good. What now?
I said, have you ever heard of that band, Disrupt the Paradigm?
Oh,
they're pretty good.
They're okay. The bass player's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead?
Most bass players are.
This is true. This is true.
Watch most bass players quit most bands, and then watch most bands fall apart.
Yeah.
Because no one does anything. Right?
Then they blame it all on the singer.
Yeah. Well, it's probably his fault.
Well, it's
or
true.
her
The singer
fault.
really doesn't do anything. So
how are you doing this fine Sunday morning here? We've already know it's Memorial Day weekend, so we've tipped our hat that we're just recording a day in advance of publishing. What are you up to?
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm just kind of hanging out at home with the pup. I might be boxing a fly pretty soon that won't leave me alone. But
those little fuckers can be pretty gnarly.
So annoying.
They're annoying because I don't have a doggy door, so I have to keep the back door open, so Layla can run in and out and be mad at me that I'm ignoring her.
Yes. So are you saying you have a pit bull who demands a lot of attention? Never heard of such a thing.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think our
dog
barks. He just whines a lot, though.
Oh, well, you're lucky there. My dog has 18 different barks and will bark at anything. My dog has a special bark that means please cover me with a blanket, and I'm not shitting you at all. JD has seen it.
It's true. This is true.
She like bares her teeth a little bit and does this like it's like kind of high pitched thing. It's really weird. It's fucking strange, man.
Layla does a muted version of that. She just goes ah, and it's like, what do you want? But I've ruined her because like as a puppy, I used to like talk to her in like death metal vocals. So she never knows when I'm fully mad at her, or like when I'm playing video games or watching like television, or being mad like working from home and like screaming at someone on an email. She thinks that like I'm wanting to play with her, and it's like, no, I gotta damn it. But like, yeah, I just be like, oh, fucking Layla. She's just all like tail waggy, like, yeah, dude. Yeah. Let's get this.
That's funny. That was pretty good death metal. You even got that like kind of gurgly sound that they get. I always wonder if that's an effect or if they actually like figure out how to make weird gurgling noises.
Probably a little column A and column B. Yeah. Like with some people, I think that's where like the cupping of the mic comes from, to like give it that more like
get some echo, or it puts the mic in put the mic in the basket.
Yeah,
mic in the basket.
But then there's the people who like do vocal warm-ups and they know how to like move their tongue around and stuff, and they're like crazy Mike Patton people who did throat singing.
Yeah, they took the Art of Singing class and have the Art of Singing app on their phone, or the Art of Screaming.
Art of Screaming.
Yeah.
I bought that DVD when it first came out because I was like 18 or whatever, and be like, yeah, I want to like be the backup basser screamer. Yeah.
You know what? I just had a strong desire to see you be the front man for a death metal band. No, don't play no bass for you. Just fucking wreck the stage and scream.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe pre-broken back, Justin.
Okay.
Someone would I'd pull an Aussie. Someone would have to write my lyrics, and then I would just sit there and be like, "Yo, okay."
I'd get you in a chair and like get like a bitchin' wheelchair or something with like swords and shit, and have somebody roll you around the stage.
Sadly, like we just played at the Caravan on last Friday, and yeah, my back kind of gave out halfway through the first song, and I BB King'd it the whole night, and just like sat down playing bass, hiding from everybody.
I still don't know if I'm going to be able to play a show and not fall over after last summer. I mean, honestly, like I'm actually practicing in practice, playing standing up, because I've mostly been sitting on a stool for the last like 6 to 9 months since my ear blew up. And so now it's just like, fuck, can I stand up and play a set without it? I only have problems if I move one way and look the other way, if I like disorient myself. So I have to like totally rework how I deal with being on stage, because I'm definitely going to face plant on my pedal board at some point.
Hey, it's cool. It's good for stories.
Yeah.
People will be like, remember that time when the bassist from Kook fell into his pedal board? That was fucking rad, man. That guy's hardcore.
Well, shit, man. Like there was I made a save one time. We were on tour and Troy bumped me, and I went off balance enough that I had to step forward, but I was about to step on the monitor, so I had to actually leap over the monitor and then land on the floor, which was like 3 or 4 feet down. There's no way I'd be able to pull that off now. Troy bumps me, I'm fucking toast.
Down.
I'm going down.
Done.
That sounds like us every time we play at the X Bar or at Toots. Like, there's so many of us, especially back with because kind of Kevin has replaced Jeff, as in like both Jeff and I were the biggest dudes in the band with the smallest amount of gear. Like Jeff would played this little small teeny drum set, but like Kevin has this
Giant.
Bigger, decent sized kit. Compared to the two bands we played with the Caravan on Friday, he had the small kit. But like, because people brought like double kicks to the Caravan. They brought their full stacks, and it's like, come on, guys.
Well, some people, that's just the ethos, right? When Toke played there, like they rolled all of that.
Played at the Caravan.
We ran a Toke show at the Caravan, and they brought all their gear. And they hung out at Music Inc. and did like a meet and greet beforehand because we wanted to feed them.
Wow.
So they just cruised by and hung out. Yeah, they were rad as hell. And fucking,
it's kind of like when Jucifer played at the Blanket Club. Like we could hear, because we were playing a show at the Van Prop Burner, and we could hear Jucifer
around the corner.
Really?
Around the corner, and it was Jesus Christ, what is that?
Yeah. No, Toke was loud as fuck, and everybody keep Tim in your thoughts. Actually, while I'm talking, so Tim Bryan, their guitar player, had a really horrible motorcycle accident last year, and he is still very much in recovery. And they've set up an Instagram account that kind of keeps track of his recovery. So and has links to the GoFundMe and stuff. So if you're feeling generous or feeling inclined, I'll find the account and follow it and go. Well, I'll find it later.
We'll post it in the show notes.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about it. I just need to grab my phone because it's on there, which is sitting on the bed. All right.
Good job.
But yeah, he's like, it went from being like communicative in a coma to now being able to talk and move all his limbs. He's in a chair. His voice is like a low whisper. And but man, fuck, he's come a long way. I've been following since the beginning.
That's crazy.
It's pretty incredible. And just to think those guys just played a show at the Caravan. We're just going about their everyday lives, and then boom, everything just gets fucking blown up. And it wasn't his fault. Some asshole hit him. I'm pretty sure is the story.
Didn't something like that also happen? Like maybe now it's 10 years ago. Didn't something like that happen to Tad?
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember that. Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I cannot.
He got into like a nasty motorcycle accident in like Oregon or some shit.
The location sounds right.
I know
Pacific Northwest. Yeah.
I know he's up and doing well, and I know a bunch of people who have recorded with him in the not too, pretty recently. So yeah, he's definitely like doing good now.
Yeah.
Who recorded Sorcia? There were a few bands that I follow that have recorded with him lately.
Yeah, totally. He's doing a lot of production, I think.
It was Witch Ape Studios, I think, is the name of his recording studio, and in Portland. I think in Portland. All right. Well, so hey, we know Justin. You own one of my basses still. Do you still have the Modulus?
No, I
You
had
sold. You sold.
I kept it for quite a while. I tried to use it. It was super rad. Like I
sold it. Don't worry.
I kind of kicking myself over it, but I just couldn't find. I tried to start using when I brought Zombie back during the pandemic, but because it was like, cool, this can be in standard tuning, and I can just finally try to learn B in the 5-string, but I'm too dumb.
You are not, Justin. But no, look, it's the same reason I sold all my 4s. I just had to get real with myself and go like, you don't play these, so Let someone who's going to use them have them. That's always my philosophy. It's if it's not getting used, unless it's like something super special. And I got to say, the Flea 5 is not super special to me.
And that's what they say.
I just love. So I mean, for me, I've always wanted. I always wanted a modulus, and it kind of goes back to one of the earliest local shows that I went to. It was a Rivals Halloween show in Texas, or not Texas, in Gilroy.
That's our Texas.
Basically, that's our Texas.
Like
Gilroy.
I was
that's
way
our
off.
Texas.
But I don't know why I was thinking of that. Anyway, at the Gilroy Gaslighter, and the opening band was Clearing Autumn Skies, and they opened the show, and like within the first 30 seconds of them playing, the singer and the bass player both do front flips into the crowd.
Oh shit!
And they caught the bassist.
Oh.
They didn't catch the singer. He cracks his skull open, and like he's bleeding. He wraps another band's T-shirt around his head, completes the whole show, and then goes straight to the hospital. It was like the best show opening I've kind of ever been to.
This is the first show you ever went to, is what you said?
No, it's one of the earliest shows
okay.
I ever went to.
Yeah.
And this is it's 2022. I went to that show either in 2001 or something like that. But like keep that as a memory. And you've played. So Clearing Autumn Skies is this band. I believe I've talked to both of you guys on chat about this band. We'll kind of jump into the what's your favorite local band.
Local band?
Local,
all right, we'll do it early. Yeah, Justin knows the show format.
It's there. So it's either going to be like, if it's on a local level, it would either be Rivals or Clearing Autumn Skies for that specific reason. And also they're all really cool dudes. So you've played newer music from members that came from Clearing Autumn Skies. So you've played Cutworm, you've played Lament Cityscape, you've played
Yes.
So Dave Small, who's also now currently the touring bassist for Chemist. And Mike McClatchy, Peter Lehman.
Right. Yep. Definitely
so it was like
them.
it was like their band in the early 2000s.
Yeah, we got a bunch of, because isn't Kevin playing drums for Lord Dying now? Kevin from Forgotten Gods, or maybe his name wasn't Kevin, the drummer. He's up in Portland now.
He's a Kevin as
well.
Okay.
I thought he was a Kevin too.
He's playing for Lord Dying.
Yeah, he's playing drums for Lord Dying.
Oh,
is he? Okay, because he's been playing for a couple of different bands. Because when he went up there, he was playing with Tithe, which originally had Damon Scott, dude from Neurosis Kid.
Yes,
like they were in a band. He was originally in Stoneburner as well. They were in a band together.
Forgotten Gods is a band that I wish I could resurrect from.
That's another one of my favorite.
Yeah, locals.
Local bands.
If Dave ever starts playing music again, seriously.
Yeah, he's on the parental hiatus, right?
Yeah, he's on the parent.
He's
on the parent pause.
The parent pause. Yeah.
Yeah. Great local guitar player. Just so much flavor.
Yeah, I was stoked to be in a band with him for a couple of months.
A few months, yeah.
For like half a year or whatever. Like High Sorcery was super fun.
Yeah, that band was ripping.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know the first time I walked in to see Forgotten Gods, and Dave had the SG version of the voodoo guitar that Carl plays, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna like this guy. Like the people who bought those original ones before they changed the layout and the graphics on the fretboard. No, they sound so good. God, that guitar sounds so fucking good.
Yeah,
one of my favorites. A weird guitar too. So.
But you're from here, But I know you also spent time in Salt Lake.
No.
Right? You lived in Salt Lake for a while?
No.
No? I could have.
You're just making up Salt Lake facts.
No, I'm just Mormon.
Is that it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a currently non-practicing Latter-day Saint.
Oh. Okay.
We got our situations. I lived down in Irvine for a couple months for work.
Okay. Maybe it was just me going,
he must be from Utah.
He must be from Utah.
Yeah, I just have too much knowledge of it
because
you had so much knowledge about Utah. Okay.
Because my peoples.
Me making connections that just don't exist.
I did not know that. I'm sorry for every mean thing I've ever said about Mormons and Mormonism.
No, you're fine.
Don't be.
No, you're right. No.
You're fine. You know, like with last week's episode, like that's still one of the shows that you guys were talking about, that one on Hulu with Andrew Garfield.
Under the Banner of Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to check that show out. Because it's always interesting, like, you know, being raised as one of those kids, like you just like, oh, whatever, why is everybody else doing weird things?
Yeah,
you know, and weirdly being told like you're not Christian when Jesus Christ is literally in the fucking name.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing that people don't understand. And growing up in Utah. And knowing all of those types of Mormons, there are Utah Mormons, and there are all of the other Mormons, and there are like California Mormons, which are even like a sort of another sub sort of, and they're the ones that just go to a Mormon church, like that's it.
Yeah, like I'll tell you right now, the stuff that was on the documentary Religious, like that made it seem like kind of a cooler, weirder religion than the boring ass stuff that I got. I was like, dude, if I knew I was going to become a superhero or whatever, like I was going to be a part of the Asgardian fucking...
Yeah,
I get to become a god and get my own planet? Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay, I'll stop swearing. I'll stop drinking Coke. Sure. Fuck.
Like, I get to live in the Overvoid, like all of my favorite Marvel heroes.
Yeah,
all the gods.
I'm a part of the multiverse.
Yeah, it's funny how close the Marvel universe and like the OG Mormonism is.
Yeah, you know, that's not how it was. It just seemed like basic church to me, except for we didn't drink wine. We just had water. We didn't. Whatever. This isn't religious talk.
Yeah.
It's just still a funny thing. Like,
So when did you start playing an instrument? So I know you, but I don't know like your history of what got you into listen to heavy music and playing it.
So, music's been around my family for forever. Like, especially my mom's side. My grandpa was like he kind of like moonlighted as a stand-up bass player in the San Francisco Music Union while he was being a fire chief. So whenever like big bands would show up and they needed a bass player, he would go like, ah, shit, and like have to like relearn how to play like show tunes. One of my step uncle, half uncle, my grandpa's first kid from a different marriage that no one talks to. He was the original guitarist of Captain Beefheart.
Oh wow, it's fucking rad.
But again, we don't talk about Uncle Dick and there's
second kid's niece. No, what was that? No, I'm kidding.
my grandfather's son from a first marriage.
From a first marriage. Okay, there you go. It's like that's one of those like once removed type things, right? Like,
yeah.
But having Captain Beefheart DNA seems very appropriate.
That's
honestly,
some big DNA.
Like Frank Zappa and the Beefheart. Like we didn't, any of us kids, like we thought that was such a weird flex because it was like, who the hell is Captain Beefheart? But it is what it is. But I started playing music when I was probably like 7. something like that. Like in middle school, I started playing the saxophone, and then I
It's a
looked
gateway
over,
to bass.
Big gateway.
It's a gateway.
and
That was my path too. Saxophone
really?
to bass. Oh yes.
And then I looked over and I saw trumpet players. I was like, you guys only have 3 keys. Oh, fuck all these notes, dude. So like I got lazy. My parents liked me a lot more because they didn't have to buy reeds anymore. They're like, oh, you just need a bottle of oil to make your stupid thing work. Sweet.
And a spit cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like my brother attempted to play bass to honor my grandfather after he died also. And a couple of us kids on my mom's side did, because and out of all of us, the one who originally didn't want to play music at all is the one who is now kind of a semi-famous musician. My cousin Shannon from
Shannon and the Clams.
Oh, that's your cousin?
That's his cousin.
I had no idea.
Yep.
I've seen you like post about them before, and I know who they are, and I love them. They're awesome. I had no idea Shannon was your cousin.
Yeah, she's my cousin, and she initially thought it was super weird, like how super into her band I was in, and it's like, yeah, you're absolutely right. This isn't my genre, but you guys make it work where it's not annoyingly hipster to me.
Yeah.
And because I know all you people, I know it's more genuine than like look at what we're doing. We're quirky.
It's so undeniably fun. So like I kind of put them in the same boat. Subject matter is different, but as Twin Temple, which is like the ghost of Shannon and the Clams, and that is all so disingenuous to me. I'm instantly
I call
bored.
Twin Temple shitty goth Shannon and the Clams.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like they're just not. It's not fun for more than about 10 seconds, and the music doesn't go anywhere. Like the Shannon and the Clam songs, fucking bop. It's fucking great.
I think I like Twin Temple more than you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they're my favorite band by any means, but I can listen to that.
Wait until you go see them, though.
Yeah.
That was what broke me, honestly, and that's bad. Like, usually, if I think a band's, like, kind of cool, and I go see them live, I usually go, oh, fuck. Yeah, like, I really like them.
Yeah.
Seeing them live, it was like, oh, this is hokey. Like, the whole experience was too...
Trying too hard.
I thought they were trying too hard.
Yeah, it was a lot of try hard.
But what do I know? I'm the defender of new metal still.
Yeah.
So like,
Korn.
like, anyway. But like, and again, for my cousin's band, like for me, it's so cool seeing like where they started, and like I remember the first time they played San Jose to the Blank Club to nobody except for like me and my coworker.
Yeah.
To in January they sold out the Fillmore.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
They're such a DIY, and they've done it themselves. They're now signed to dude from the Black Keys record label, but they did it their way, and this and that, and it's super cool, and they've been able to do the thing I wanted to do. So I want to show my fucking love and
support them. Hell yeah. They got a blue check mark on Instagram. How about that?
Ooh.
Yeah,
they are big time. Damn.
No, that's killer.
That's crazy.
And then you switched.
Their opinion matters.
Yes, and then you switched to bass at some point here.
Yeah,
no more trumpet.
So then it kind of it silly became a competition between me and my brother. So that's also where me getting into music happened. My brother would try things and be like, I bet I'm better than you at that. And then and that's kind of where the only clout of my playing came, was I just need to be better than my brother.
Yeah.
Because he was the skinny one. I was always the dumb little fat kid, but like I was the funny one, this and that. He was still kind of like the skinny one that everybody more liked, but I was funny, and I was like, all right, I'm going to beat you, because just the brotherly camaraderie or whatever. And so he played trombone. He tried to play bass. I was like, okay, I can do that. And then I played bass a little bit in middle school, but then it wasn't until like high school I got a bass for my 16th birthday, something like that. Yeah, I was a sophomore, and that's it. It was so funny because I'm left-handed also, and like my uncle is also a musician and this and that. Everyone's like, oh no, you need a left-handed instrument, but everyone hates left-handed people because at the time in 2000 it's like $100 more for a left-handed version of a bass.
Yep.
And this and that. So we're gonna just force you to be right-handed, but like I immediately grab a regular bass, and I'm playing it like nobody's business, and they're like, wait a minute, that should be hard for you. It's like, I don't know, it works.
It just isn't.
Whatever. Like,
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, that's so weird.
I'm trying to imagine what it would be like to play opposite. I've never even tried it. I feel like I could do it.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I've attempted, and like I don't know if it's also because like I used to mess around with drums. My dad had a drum kit, so like I played drums right-handed, but I would sometimes switch to attempt to do the ambidextrousness. But I don't know. It was just kind of it's what came natural.
Sounds like it's like the equivalent of somebody that skates goofy foot.
Or can skate both directions. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, in guitar, like your picking hand and your fretting hand are doing very different things.
Yeah.
But in reality, in bass, if you play fingerstyle, you're just going like this.
Yeah.
A different.
Is that why everybody does that on the stage when somebody's ripping their guitar?
Yeah, go. Or give me all the notes.
Those Gene Bowden type people who are just noodle tapping all over the place, which I attempt to do here and there.
Yeah. Justin will rip out some taps here and there. Yeah. He'll get freaky with it.
Freaky.
I quit that in the early '90s when I was on my Les Claypool, and then I just I could never find a way to fit it into a song that I thought sounded good. So it was like, that's the trick. If you're not playing, it's not appropriate for all music. And so if you're like trying to cram it, like if I tried to cram it into a kook song, I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Unless I had just a mountain
somewhere where you could cram it in.
If I had like a mountain of effects,
experimental.
If I had a bunch of effects running and I just wanted to like make weird sounds, sure, then I'm all over it. In fact, I do. But
yeah, it kind of just becomes what's more important for the song.
Like, I never figured out how to make it musical. Is all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
But so then I formed my first band with actually the Jerome or Len, the singer guitarist that's in Disrupt the Paradigm. So like we formed our first band, Shed, that didn't fully go anywhere. Like it was always a gestating thing through high school, but we never had a drummer or singer. We just had rotating dumb friends like, you're gonna do this, and everyone's like, no, I got a girlfriend. That's way too
I got a girlfriend.
It's just like, whatever. We're gonna huddle up in our shed, drink stolen booze, and play video games and write songs because we're gonna be those cool kids.
Those cool kids.
Pre a bunch of things the internet's now giving us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Exactly. How did you get the name Sweets?
It initially started as people making fun of me in football when I was a freshman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So first, it kind of changed from like the sweet.
Oh, sweet.
I also had an Eric Cartman shirt that was him and his beefcake when he was trying to work out and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would wear that to football practice when I wanted to attempt to do sports in high school. And so then it was like, and like just making fun of me while I was like behind everybody running laps. And I also actually had a shirt that said sweet on it, but I refused, and I got it my 8th grade year because of South Park also. Yeah. But I refused to wear that shirt because it was like, nope, that's going to stick if it happens. And then one day I didn't do laundry, and that was the only clean shirt I had. Oh. So I went to school, and like the dudes who initially made fun of me, they're like, well, now that's your fucking name, dude. Yeah. and those are the people that kind of became my friends. there was a quick sergeant suite for a minute because I wanted to be cool and wore like camo pants. And then the moment it was sergeant suite, I'm like, nope, return to
Okay,
nope.
wait.
No more camo.
I'm forming up this vision of the band, and the band is called Sergeant Sweet. And you gotta bring the pants back, and you're the permanent opener for Arno Corps or whatever.
What?
It's a
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
every member dresses like a different Arnold Schwarzenegger character from his heyday.
This is a band?
Oh yeah, I think they're local even, and they'll play with like
They play around here all the time.
they play with Ghoul, and it's
Really?
like anytime there's a show where that makes sense.
Wow.
Oh, dude, they're incredible.
This is one I have not heard of. Arnold Corps?
Arno Corps. It's like
Arno.
ARNOCORPS, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So you get Terminator, Arnold.
Yep.
You get.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up so we can.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we got to see this.
I'm
gonna see if I can guess which Arnold movie each person is from.
Oh, let's see here. This is not what I was looking at. Google image search, you suck. Yeah, they just, they dress like. There we go. Arno Corps. So we got some Predators.
Oh, that's full. Yeah, that's Predator.
Yeah, we got some Predator. We got some. That's got to be the singer with the cigar in his mouth. Yeah, they're fun. They're highly entertaining if you like kind of, gag.
Oh, so they don't all dress from different movies. They do a different movie
they're like
each show.
I don't know.
Sort of?
They're just like the Arno Corps. They're just like Arnold-based soldiers of
Arnold Schwarzenegger-based
soldiers of music. Someone was hammered and high at a party and went, "We're gonna do a band.
We're gonna do it.
It's gonna be Arnold."
Well, I mean,
wow.
That piece of shit dude from Every Time I Die also had Austrian Death Machine. That was his Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, really?
Themed metal band. Yeah.
I did not know about that one either.
It sucks because it's a hilarious, great band.
Yeah.
With such famous songs as I Need Your Boots, Your Clothes, and Your Motorcycle, and Get to the Chopper.
Get to the chopper.
But yeah, that was the brainchild from that Tim Lambastis or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
That idiot's name is. I'm gonna hire a hitman on Craigslist to kill my wife.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so this is what Arno Corps does. Their song lyrics have a particular emphasis on Schwarzenegger's action roles in movies like Terminator, Predator, and Total Recall, with many telling the plots of the movies in the lyrics. So they're just kind of like what the Misfits did with horror movies.
Yeah.
And then there's a publicity stunt where they accused several Hollywood movie studios of stealing the mythology of Austria from their.
What?
They created this whole mythology around them. So
they don't do songs about twins or.
Well, no, they have
Kindergarten Cop.
They kick-started a campaign to fund their latest project, the Fantastic EP, which covers the Conan films. Maybe they'll get to twins at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
It'd be fantastic.
That'd be good. Wow.
So I helped out for a couple of shows. One of my buddies' bands that no longer is active. They were called. His name is Robert Paulson.
Oh, of course.
And it's a Brad Pitt themed thrash band.
Okay.
So each song was a different Brad Pitt movie.
Oh.
So the lyrics were about the
movie.
And each song would start with a different sample. Cool, fun, great songs. Like they were pretty fun and intricate.
You got 12 Monkeys song?
Yep.
Please? Okay, good. That
Yeah.
would be number one for me if I was going to do a Brad Pitt-based band.
I think my first choice would be the Life of Benjamin Button.
Oh.
So there wasn't
I'm
a Benjamin
joking.
Button
I
song
but
yet, but there was there was Troy, Troy 7, 12 Monkeys.
yeah, those seem all appropriate.
Inglourious Bastards. If you're going to do a
Was there
song.
one yet?
Was it too late? Was that movie too recent?
No, I can't fully remember. I'll get back to you guys on it. But
Fight
like,
Club.
you can probably there was a Fight Club.
There has to be a Fight
That
Club.
seems too.
Yeah.
That seems too easy.
Well, I mean, the band's name was called. His name's Robert Paulson.
His name is Robert Paulson, so they kind of had to.
Ocean 11, Ocean's.
Although California, that's my favorite Brad Pitt. Is him.
California.
Him just. He did a couple movies where he's just like stoned on a couch.
Yeah.
No, that's
Thelma and Louise.
yeah.
Thelma and Louise.
And True Romance. He's like the
True
roommate.
Romance.
He's just like on a couch high. That's like, hey, can you
Early
do?
in his career.
Can you snack and be high on a couch and like look nice but also
Just
messy?
look nice.
Can you just look bummy hot? Like,
That's bummy hot. That's exactly what he
can we
looks like.
see like 2 of your 8 abs?
Yeah.
Like,
2 of them.
yeah, just 2.
Just the lower.
I thoroughly enjoyed him in that stupid new Sandra Bullock movie.
Oh, it was great.
The
That would
Lost
be a
City.
really, really short song though.
Oh, was it good?
I found it entertaining. It's not a bad movie.
No, actually, it was really entertaining. It's just that I thought he was going to have a much bigger part.
Why are you so good looking? My father was a weatherman.
My father was a weatherman.
That's a great line.
Oh,
I mean,
that's funny because
That's
he was the weatherman for the Jim Jeffries show.
yes, he was, and that was incredible that he would
Everything
come
is on fire.
And apparently Jim Jeffries said that was his idea. He like pitched that to him. I don't think they paid him anything. He just wanted to do it because he thought it was funny, and I think he and Jim are friends.
That's
And
awesome.
that's kind of the person he is.
Yeah, I love that.
Like,
It kind of seems like it. I don't know. There's something about Brad Pitt. It seems like he's probably a pretty good dude.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I want him to be.
yeah, I'll cameo in Deadpool 2 and be the Vanisher and die. So you see me for like a second when I'm electrocuted.
Yeah, watch the Lost City. Really, you can just watch like the first 20 minutes if you don't want to watch the whole thing. If you want to enjoy his part, not to give
It
anything
wasn't
away there.
bad at all. It was good.
It was dumb.
I need to see that Channing Tatum booty with the leeches.
You do.
Oh yeah.
You get to see it. Like
Some Tatum booty.
how'd you like that Thor trailer? They went all in on taking his clothes off and having everybody pass out staring at his godly member. Apparently,
His godly member.
Wouldn't you?
probably. I feel lightheaded all of a sudden. I mean, when have we gotten to see a god's wiener? The only one I can think of is Watchmen. Right?
Definitely Watchmen.
Watchmen. It was blue, but
both movie and TV show.
movie and TV gave God wieners. Jackass 4 gave us a Godzilla wiener.
Yep.
That's not a god exactly.
That Godzilla dog. I just watched that last night with my buddy again.
I watched the
Jackass Forever was so good.
The 4.5 is out too, and I watched that.
Oh, I still need to see that.
They started it.
Yes.
And
More
then the kids came in the room.
More
I'm like,
penises.
yeah, I don't know if I want to watch this with my children.
This is uncomfortable. What's
The
he
only reason they were able to get away with that much dick was because they were all flaccid.
Yeah, no hard dicks. That's how you get an X rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the legit rule for the MPA.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
And then there's like certain kinds of simulation that'll get you in trouble.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, they have to. Can you imagine the insanity of that rule? That's like saying, oh, we'll show your tits, but only if your nipples aren't hard. There's like, look, I only have so much control over that. And especially in Jackass, they're like,
Only if
they're
it's
just
not gold.
tugging them left and right.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think there's any possibility that it could have been anything other than flaccid.
Just brutalized.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if somebody gets off on that, which some people do, so
Pontius is
squeeze it harder.
Pontius is
Make
so
it flatter.
dude. When they squished between the two pieces of plastic, I almost died.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then played ping pong. Is that what they did? They turned that into
played ping pong.
They turned it. They connected
And then,
their
he said, and
wieners.
then he said he could never be president.
Yeah. As if he had a chance.
Yeah. Up until now.
Actually, yeah. That's never mind. I take that back.
Yeah. I'll vote for Pontius. Honestly.
Yeah.
What's
really
becoming
enjoying-
more real, Idiocracy or Southland Tales?
That's pretty good.
That's the question.
I don't know.
Southland Tales. What was that?
Oh, look it up.
I like Southland. Southland was a great show that got canceled way too soon.
Southland Tales was the second movie done by the guy that did Donnie Darko. And,
oh, really?
And it's even more weird and pretentious because it's only half of the story, because it was supposed to be this whole multimedia type thing that was supposed to be like the first 4 chapters were going to be comic books or novels, and then it was going to be the movie, and then something else. There was going to be a director's cut that was going to have more stuff, but
I'm sold on cast alone.
The Rock is
The Rock. Sean William Scott, so we're mid 2000s, right? We're like post American Pie.
It's a very weird. I liked it, but it's okay if you don't like it.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna be one of those people like with the Donnie Darko
Booger.
They're like, oh, it's from so amazing.
Booger's the best.
Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. Curtis Armstrong.
Yes.
Nora Dunn from Saturday Night Live.
So many Saturday Night Live.
Janine Garofalo. What the fuck is this?
Off the face of the
I
earth.
think Molly Shannon's in it. Sherry Terry's in it.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wow. So there you go.
Yeah, it's creepy how weird, like it's almost Simpsons creepy how weird a lot of like this fake future is. Like, oh shit, some of that is actually kind of
Southland Tales.
All right, I'm watching it. Oh yeah, there's not Tina
Timberlake's in it.
Yeah, what's her name?
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler.
Bai Ling.
There you go.
John
Lithgow.
John Larroquette.
Oh, Larroquette. Sorry.
How do you confuse those?
I got the L right.
How
I got
do you
the John and the L right.
Larroquette and Lithgow. Oh, you don't know your weird old white men that well.
I just don't know actors' names.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, I think it's about time we listen to a little.
Should we listen to some music?
Yeah. Sure. So we're gonna have fun because we didn't pre-select any music. So
we've been busy.
We're gonna give you options. Here, call out some names.
Okay, so we're gonna go directly into the email.
Right to the inbox. Oh shit.
There's at least been like 1 or 2 bands each episode that I do then add to my Spotify.
Yes.
Like, oh, this stuff is
working as intended.
Okay. Right. How about this one? Hey, this is Tom from Italian emo hardcore band Amalia Bloom.
You're not supposed to say what they are.
Oh, I'm not. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, let's Italian emo hardcore.
Are the breakdowns going to just be this?
Were those Italian fingers?
Yeah, Italian fingers.
This is why
I'm still not used to dumb webcam stuff and like where it gets into
where it is. Please watch this one on YouTube so you can see him do.
Oh, you have Amalia
Italian
Bloom
fingers,
up?
but just for the.
Oh, okay.
Just to share my screen.
A link that is actually
pudgy Irish fingers trying to be Italian.
So let's see if we can get this open here.
I'll just show. This is their Bandcamp page so you can see.
Okay.
They look.
And they say
emo hardcore.
Full length, picturesque.
Okay, yeah. That's what's on Bandcamp.
I can do it on Bandcamp. Okay, let's do this on Bandcamp then.
Yes, you can. Currently have 2 supporters.
Bloom.
Let's get them over the 2 line to 3 or 4.
Okay.
5.
So we're just gonna play the song that they have up.
Silhouettes.
Yep, Silhouettes. So let's listen to Silhouettes from Amalia Bloom. Or Amalia, I don't know.
Amalia.
So the guy in the glasses is the drummer.
Yes, he is.
The guy, it's true, the guy always looking away is the bass player.
Singer down on the bottom.
Singer, guitarist, yeah. Oh, way off.
Okay, we're 1 minute in. I like it so far.
Yeah.
I think it's not. It's actually not what I was expecting.
No.
It sounds like late 90s pre-mallcore emo.
Yeah, except with the screaming, because the original sort of pre-mallcore emo didn't have so much of the screaming in it. Right? Or what are you thinking of?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the bands that now, because nu metal was my thing, I was totally against emo because I was dealing with my tough boy emo bands in the nu metal scene. Like that was when I was digging on my fucking Stained and whatnot. You know, like we're ugly and we live in shitty cities and my parents keep touching me. Like that's the emo that I like.
Is that what happened to Aaron
None of that
Lewis?
related to me whatsoever. I was like, I don't understand these lyrics, but these guitar parts are rad. These are cool drum beats. And but I'm thinking of the people that would be on like the Ramen House or whatever. The like with Fall Out Boy or
oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Early Thursday maybe.
Thursday.
That's like the breathy scream. Like,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Like, I'll make.
I thought you were talking like,
I also
like
this stuff
because
because
I
I
guess
get
late
it.
90s. Yeah.
So we got the members all wrong because we can zoom in on their banner
Oh, hey, look at that.
and we can see that Glasses is the bass player.
Yeah, Glass
well,
is
of
the bass
course.
player.
Drummer didn't even make the photo, but I think drummer's kneeling down. I think singer's this guy.
It looks like.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
We bungled that one. Sorry, guys. Well, good. You don't look your
I
part.
was 1 for 5.
I wouldn't, if you sent me this picture, I wouldn't in a million years guess these guys were Italians from Italy.
Oh.
I would go like Detroit, somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been like, oh, they're
Or Canada?
they're Napa hipsters.
Ooh, yeah. All right, I want to listen to some more of this.
All right.
I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit here.
Yeah, and it's kind of that. It also makes it kind of like
What was that?
like with the guitaring where like it's not super distorted is kind of like the genre of like the noodlers, like the Dance Gavin Dance people, the Ides of Man, those kind of
The Swanfest bands.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. However, it's less bad cop, good cop.
Yeah,
to me.
the two voices are closer to
They're
each
closer
other.
to each other, which I really kind of like, actually. It's like the way that they're singing. I don't know if it is a they. I think it is a one person probably, because I don't really hear the backing vocals. But it is. It's like singing, sort of singing, screaming, back to sort of scream singing, and it's like sort of like one. It's like one lane where it varies. It's not too.
Yeah, it's
distinct.
like the guitar players like got full distortion and then they roll back the volume knob a little bit and the breakup stops and then they roll it forward and you get a little bit more grit and then you roll it out all the way.
The equivalent of a vocalist doing that.
Yeah, it's essentially what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah,
So that means he has his guitar up here to his titty.
I think I would have liked this better than most of what we saw at Swanfest if they had been there playing.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll keep harping on that.
I know.
None of those bands are listening to us,
No.
except for Moontooth. Sorry, John. There's your breathy.
That's cool.
Drummer's working that cymbal so hard for like a mellow part.
I really like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Actually,
Thanks,
and
Amalia Bloom.
I liked it more as we listened to it more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Check him out.
All right.
Italian, emo, hardcore, Amalia Bloom.
What else do we have
Thanks, Tom.
in the email?
Let's see what else we have in the email. We have, let's see, we got 9 layers deep.
Ooh, sounds like a burrito I'm going to smash later today.
The Mike Dubose.
Let's do 9 layers deep.
Breaths. Okay, 9 layers deep.
9 layers deep.
Is this like a 7-layer dip?
Or is it like a hell thing?
Yeah.
Are we descending through Dante's Inferno? God, who's at the 9th layer?
We are stoner. Oh, no, I'm not supposed to say that. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, let's do this. 9 layers deep on Bandcamp. Let's see if they have a open secret. I'm trying to see if. Okay, open secret.
Do you want to know what the 9th circle of hell is?
Ooh, what is it like?
According to Dante's Inferno, it is a frozen lake.
Oh.
The 9th circle itself is divided into rings of increasingly bad sections with the worst in the center. The people who are sent to the 9th circle are the people who have betrayed the trust of someone or something close or special. So these are people who betrayed their children. And the examples, there are real people in the Inferno. They like he describes real people who would, in his theology, would belong there. And like you look up what they did in history, and they're all like killed their children or like deceived their husband, or it's 9th circle is heavy stuff.
Wow. So
Which
is
sounds
that what this is?
proper, like
Yeah.
a proper piece of shit.
Yeah, and at the very center, I believe, is Judas, because he betrayed Jesus. So like in Dante's world, there is no one worse than Judas.
Well, this one is fairly appropriate because some of the I'm not going to say what the music sounds like, but they wrote in, they just said that Open Secret is about the resistance that women face in the music industry, individual music scenes, jobs, and the world in general. Raw, commanding, and unchained. Open Secret reflects on how all women are asked to repeatedly bleed themselves dry over and over for the very people that try so hard to keep them in submission and strip them of their rights. All right. Timely.
I'm in.
Okay. Open Secret. Okay, 9 layers deep. Is this the right? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sharing.
All right, 1 minute in.
It's fucking grimy.
Yeah. Sludgy.
That's good. So that's a guitar and a baritone.
A guitar and a baritone.
A baritone guitars. So
so that means there's no bass.
No bassy bass, but you can play a baritone low enough that it's bass-like. You're not going to get exactly the same sound, but it didn't sound too like missing frequencies to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I liked it, actually.
yeah.
I really liked it. It was weird because there was so much like, it sounds goofy, but there was like anger in the vocals, but they weren't breaking up. So even though she was screaming, it wasn't like it wasn't getting that raspy breakup when you scream that loud and hard that usually happens.
It's not my full-on cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how it would sound live. Like
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
hear kind of like the mix of it live. Maybe it would sit better in my ears.
Yeah, it was a little unusual of a mix. The drums were kind of in a weird spot, but whatever. That's over Zoom too.
So where's the should we guess where the guitar solo is?
There's no guitar
solo.
solo.
Okay.
There's a part where they set the guitars on the ground and just kind of step on the strings for a little while, I hope.
All right, I'm going to scoot forward. This is like a almost 7-minute long song.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to go halfway through.
So maybe it'll be at 5:45 or 6:12.
There'll be a breakdown
when
of some
everything
sort.
starts breaking apart.
2/3 there will be some
Okay,
sort of.
halfway through.
I was just listening to Lateralis yesterday. There's a part that sounds like
Just like that. Okay, let's check out that. Well, you said 5:45 suites.
Oop.
just gonna kind of go out quiet.
Yeah,
I liked it. Again, I like this better the more it played.
the more it plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be good live. I think it would be intense.
That'd be really intense.
I suspect they have lots of gear.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where I miss a bass though, because I want something low end rumbling along with those drums at the same pace as the drums and not with the guitars. Do, 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 do.
I like the way this goes out, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to just slowly fade out, repeating this pattern. Yeah, that's cool. I would love to see that live. For sure.
Where are you guys from? Buffalo, New York. A notoriously lovely place.
Trying to bring thoughtful and simply crushing doom metal to the masses and forcing you to choke on their wonderfully bitter sonic pill.
Yeah, so there's definitely probably like 7 cabs.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. There's a lot of like women singing, fronting doom bands, but most of it's not like this. Most of it's like Broom or where it's like the contrast of the pretty soft vocals with the loud crushing music. And she's like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing.
She's like, "No, I'm not doing that.
Nah.
I'm gonna fucking spit all over the mic
I'm gonna
and
get in your face,
get raunchy,
and tell you to fuck off."
Awesome. Or there's that the old local band Bog Oak that had the lady screamer. They were pretty rad.
I never saw them. There's a period of local music where you were probably at shows constantly where I was taking care of small children. So I missed a good chunk of like the 2000 to 2010, probably a decade there where, cause I stopped playing in a band in 99 and I stopped that because I was too busy working and raising kids, which also curtailed my going out to see new bands all the time. I wasn't at a practice studio anymore, so like you forget how much influence that has. Just hanging around at Music Inc., you get to see and hear, on a given night. The night we practice is the same night that Deathgrave practices. So Greg Wilkinson with his silky hair will be there, and then you just never know who's going to show up and play.
Oh, they're at Music Inc. now.
Oh yeah, the Deathgrave practices in San Jose now, baby. Oh
no, we used to. High Sorcery shared a room with them at 3B.
Oh, you guys did?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Fern's down here. I think Greg's in Oakland, but she teaches at San Jose State.
Yeah, they're playing with Voivod near the Cobra in June.
Deathgrave?
No, this 9 Layers Deep.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they're playing that tour. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Deathgrave, I think, is playing tomorrow, or they're playing today.
Deathgrave?
Yeah, I think they're playing today in Oakland somewhere.
Yeah, and there's also that other big stoner fest
Heavy Psych Sounds Fest in San Francisco is ongoing today. they lost 3 or 4 of the main bands and had to replace them last minute, but they pulled it off. Yeah, Weed Eater ended up with COVID. I'm shocked that they didn't follow health protocol. I can't believe it.
What?
They got hit with COVID, but Bongzilla didn't? Huh.
No, Bongzilla made it.
Because they played last night.
They must not have shared the bong.
All right.
What
Let's
do you got? Let's do
let's just do some names real quick.
Okay.
Moonshade, Enfin, Belushi Speedball.
Oh, come on. Splooshy Speedball.
Okay.
Wait, Belushi, not Belushi Speedball?
Belushi.
Oh, Belushi.
Like John Belushi.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah, dude, Belushi Speedball. Let's see how that goes.
I thought you said Splooshy.
Splooshy Speedball.
That's equally funny, and I would check that out too.
I'm gonna search that on Pornhub and see what comes
us
up.
Worry? Okay. Oh, whoa! Look at the picture of the band. Oh, and the artwork.
I'm sharing it. Here we go. Belushi Speedball.
Okay.
Is it in poor taste? Probably.
Oh, okay. So do we need to just listen to the song called Ripping Off Municipal Waste?
Is that legit one of the song
That
titles?
is the opening song of the album.
Yes.
Is the album What Us Worry?
Yes.
As in What Me Worry? As in Mad Magazine?
Mad Magazine.
Holy shit. This is
Oh,
already incredible.
Okay.
That
Belushi
Punisher first
Speedball.
appearance cover looks hilarious too.
What is that? Is it like a weird cat? Oh, it's an alien cat. Like the
Yeah.
movie Alien,
With a cat.
but a cat as the alien.
With another cat
And there's another cat
coming out of its mouth. Just like the alien mouth.
And look at his belly. There's a cat coming out of his belly like
shit.
the alien.
Okay, wait.
Great.
Justin,
There's
please
a
tell
cat
me,
face hugger.
in the background of their main page, is that a shit monster or is that a brown wiener with teeth and one eye?
I can't see the whole thing.
I can't either. We gotta find what it's. I
It's got to be one of the album
I shit you
covers.
not. That's a sentence I just said because that's what's on.
Is it a giant poo or a penis?
Or a brown penis with teeth and.
With teeth.
Oh, okay. Here's the Punisher one. The Frank Castle picnic.
That's Stan Lee. And he's shooting Stan Lee. What a
Yes.
dick.
What a dick. I like how the Punisher has a mustache, though. His little logo on his chest.
Oh
Isn't that a
man,
mustache?
he
That's
does.
great. That's great.
And he's wearing a baseball cap.
Someone in this band must be a comic artist.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay, we're going.
Please be good.
I
Ripping off.
was trying to find that photo, so I went to their Facebook page. I think we're gonna need to watch the music video for "Can't Rock Steady Without Bebop."
What?
Oh shit.
All right. Well, first we need to hear them ripping off municipal waste.
Okay.
And then maybe we'll just go to a video afterwards. Okay, let's try it.
So I'm a hypocrite, so this guitar riff original music makes me sick. We'll make it faster, unleash the bastards and make it right for our new dead master. Oh my God, what have we done? The songs harmonized and we just begun. Guess this is it, time to commit, and we'll do a guitar riff. This is right to our face, ripping off municipal waste. They put it straight in our place. Ripping off municipal waste. Deep voice, Ryan Waste. Ripping off municipal waste. This is right to our face. Ripping off municipal waste. Ripping off the waste. Ripping off the waste.
All right.
Oh my God.
Well done.
Well done. I mean, these song titles.
So it's just a big brown demon. Like,
Okay.
so
Oh, really?
I guess it's one of their albums called Ultra Diablo versus Kaiju.
Okay.
Ultra Diablo versus Gaiju.
Kaiju.
Kaiju.
Kaiju. Oh, that sounds familiar.
Kaiju is
Kaiju, like giant
Japanese
monsters.
monsters.
Oh,
That's like the
that's
name-
what they're called.
yeah.
So like Godzilla is a kaiju.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. That's why it sounds familiar.
Because we just followed around a giant Godzilla costume all day yesterday. Guy really committed to huge foam Godzilla cosplay.
Awesome.
All right, Belushi Speedball.
Oh
So you
my
said there's a
God.
video on their Facebook.
Yeah.
These guys
Can't
are the
rock
best.
steady without bebop. Holy shit! All right, give me the. I need the audio
What
cable.
album is it on?
I'll just play the video
okay.
off here.
Oh, holy shit!
Snap, crackle, pop.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at that.
we have to have full syncage with this one.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to make sure. Let me know if you can hear this once I start
I
playing
mean,
it.
this is
Could you hear that, Justin? No. All right.
No.
That means I gotta switch this over here to speakers. Yeah. You hear the dinglings, Justin? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just maximize this bad boy.
You know you can't rock steady without a little bit. Silence,
you guys share the screen.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is I spun up right there. What are you gonna do with that tiny thing? You fools! Never underestimate the power of a tin-one squire practice amp. Appease me with your music!
Oh my God.
All right. Wow. That's incredible.
I'm gonna have to show that to my cousin Dan.
Yes.
Wow.
You can get the
This was this is posted like 3 years ago.
yeah, you can get their entire discography on Bandcamp for $12.60.
Everybody can do
Beautiful.
that.
Yes.
I'm gonna follow them right now.
That'll get you all of the albums. What Us Worry, Stella 1 and Stella 2. This is what we look like. Prepare for Trouble. Oh my God, there's a lot of regretfully endorsed by Senor Diablo.
Do you think these guys have to like tour? And I feel like I would see them at the Ritz.
Yeah,
at some
yeah.
point in time.
Metalachi and
Yeah,
Arno Core and
exactly. Arno Core.
no, there's a song called Noam Chomsky, Gnome.
Noam Chomsky.
They would have probably played with Psycho Stick.
Yes.
Oh my God,
All right.
this is pretty amazing.
All right. Take a break and show off some shit.
Yeah, should we show off some shit?
I got something.
All right.
I went to my favorite local instrument store, whose hat I'm not wearing but should be. Starving musician, and I got myself every pedal user's best friend, Deoxit. This is the shit you have to spray into it to clean all the grime off your knobs if your pedals sound crappy. Get inside the body with some of this, and it'll take care of everything. So that's exciting.
I swear, I am positive that you have shared this before.
I probably did.
That sounds goofy.
I'm afraid you're gonna
air sprayer, but
shoot it in your face, Jojo.
Yeah. Be careful with that.
I'm gonna deox my face.
To go along with this fine vintage Electro-Harmonix Dr. Q envelope follower, which I have never heard or seen or used, but I will try any envelope filter or follower I can find on the market, especially old ones.
Wait, what's the difference between a filter and a follower?
I think it's a naming. I think it's just a naming thing.
Semantics?
I think it's just. But I was gonna look it. I was gonna look it up live on air. because I was there to get other stuff, and I was like, oh, I haven't heard of that one. It was like, it's cheap. I'm gonna grab that and check it out. It has a weird ass power plug, like quarter or like 1/8-inch headphone jack looking power plug. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
What I hate about all old Electro-Harmonix pedals,
The power supply.
they're like the Apple of guitar effects. Each one has their own stupid dongle effect.
Interesting.
All right, here's
Dr. Q, baby.
Ooh, they think it's worth $110. This model used on Reverb, I certainly didn't play anything like that. If you want classic funk sounds, the vintage Electro-Harmonix Dr. Q envelope filter is the pedal for you. First manufactured in 1976.
Looks like it.
It's perfect for both bass and guitar. Look, it has a switch. You switch bass or guitar or bass.
But it says amp.
No, that's the labeling.
Oh,
That's labeling
okay.
the jacks for you, buddy.
Oh.
Bass. It's what it is it's bass
Or
and
not bass.
and not bass. the old
Will there be a hum or no hum?
Yeah, the old Mutrons had that too because
Gotcha.
because they were built for bass players, but then like keyboard players and guitar players started using them. But the frequencies that are going into this have a total effect on how the modulation works. So if you're a guitar player, you use a bass envelope filter that doesn't allow you to change the frequencies, it doesn't work right, essentially. So damn, I'm excited about that. It's got a battery compartment, so at least I can try it out before I figure out what fucking power supply I need. But that was very exciting. I love a good vintage pedal find.
Where did you find it?
Starving Musician.
Oh, all right.
And they had a Mutron, an old Mutron too, but only the bass mode worked, which is fine for me. But it was selling for $700.
It's because it's an old Mutron.
I had one. I sold it like 20 years ago.
I don't even know what that means.
Mutron is like the original envelope filter that every funk bass player in the 70s had. The
Gotcha.
box was like this big. We'll just look at it.
Every funk or prog dude had a Mutron.
Yeah, you had to have one.
Nice.
And it's been copied so many times.
That was always the fun thing of working at Starving when I was there, especially because it was like during the time of like the beginnings of like Crop Burner and stuff. So it was like I never had a good enough rig to compete with Jeff and his like vintage orange amp and his fucking Gibson. So like every show I always had a different rig because I would just borrow bass gear from
Just borrow
Starving.
stuff.
Yeah, just to be like, is this gonna work? Is this gonna like? I went through a bunch of different random like gear that shouldn't exist. Like, I had this old Ampeg, like it wasn't an SVT, it wasn't in a V, it wasn't an R or whatever, but it was in one of the weird transitional periods. Like it was a bass amp, but it was a series made out of like old parts. So like it was this weird thing. Like I couldn't find really any information on it, but it was still a 102 watt head, and like it was cool, but it just still didn't give me the oomph that I needed to fight that fucking head.
It's so funny because 100-watt head for guitar is like mind melting. It's fucking super loud. 100-watt amp for bass doesn't really do the trick. The Ampeg SVT that everybody uses is 300 watts, and my Bridge City is 400 conservatively. So this is a $1,500 vintage Musitronics Mutron 3.
Wow.
And I had this exact pedal.
Interesting.
Yeah. So don't sell your pedals.
Don't sell your pedals.
The box.
So
Yeah.
what do you...
I almost bought one of those in 2001 from Nichols Music that doesn't exist anymore. When it was $200, I was like, "Oh, that's expensive."
That's pretty spendy, man.
Are we
We get the Deoxit
working for a sponsorship
close to
here?
the screen and Deoxit.
But
put them.
I got in.
Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get?
Record.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, you brought yours.
Hey, look, I got one of those.
Twinsies.
Look at
Along
that.
with-
Oh,
yeah. That. My God, that was another one that I listened to so much.
The
At the
acoustic?
beginning of the pandemic, that acoustic.
The Violent Grief
And
Sessions.
I watched that video so many times.
Oh,
Aw, what?
the cover songs aren't on this.
Oh, yeah, they're not on there.
Yeah.
That was kind of one of the reasons why I bought it. So funny
And
enough,
And also to support the band.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Actually, you know what, John and Nick, I got a little beef during the pandemic.
Let's hear
buy
it.
some stuff. I bought some of them pint glasses, and they didn't survive one wash.
Oh man.
And I just have blank pint glasses. Sad face fat boy because I can't buy
The ink washed off.
The what?
The ink washed
the ink
off.
just washed off.
The whatever the adhesive for the Bluetooth logo washed off. But I have the little beanie.
Nice.
From
You're like, now you just have some Moontooth pint glasses that are blank.
They're just pint glasses.
Just get Sharpie and just write Moontooth.
Moontooth.
Or send them back to John and he'll sign them or paint on them.
I don't know where they are anymore because they're just blank pint glasses.
They just disappeared. So really, it could just be any blank
Could
pint
be any.
glasses.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
You did this, but whatever. I get it. Yeah, funny enough, so during the pandemic, we, like all bands, we were trying to, because we couldn't record and this and that, and then we were doing our drummer problem.
Your drummer problem. Yeah.
Yeah, we were dealing with that.
Right.
We were then like, let's try to let's now that there's one less person who can't say yes or no, let's try to figure out a cover song to play, guys. Which is always going to be a band fight. And funny enough, Skip, our singer, who he always wants to do either a slightly obscure song, or if it is going to be kind of a famous song, change it up. Don't do Super Nuts On. And he brought up wanting to do Fiona Apple's Run as Fast as You Can. And it's like, yeah, that'd be great, dude. That's a cool song.
Fuck that song. That song's hard.
Yes. And then some little band from New York called Moontooth fucking decides to do an acoustic set. And that song goes on, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Because every weird song that we wanted to try to do covers of, every fucking band kept coming up every other week with, here's this cover, and we're just sitting there
stall.
We're not gonna ride that wave.
You gotta talk somebody into covering Captain Beefheart.
No, because I don't like Captain Beefheart. And when my uncle was in it, they weren't even the Captain Beefheart that people know of Captain Beefheart. He did he was on one single of a cover of Doo Wah Diddy.
Yeah, okay.
And then Ry Cooder fucking replaced him. They left my uncle mid-tour, at one of the stops because he was such a dick.
Oh, this is the one you don't talk to, yeah.
Yeah,
or
my Uncle Richard or Dick.
Bruno.
Dick.
We don't talk about.
Dick was a dick.
We don't talk about
last time I saw him was my grandma's funeral, and he was talking to me like I knew him for 30 years when I was only 18. And
easy there, Dick.
He was just like, "Hey man," and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then he was asking me all these weird personal questions. I was like, "Why don't you ask them?" I don't know you.
So I
know you.
So I saw you had other records. Did you show everything?
Oh yeah. So it was out of the most newest ones, because there's still a bunch that I haven't opened up yet. But I got the Cave In, I got the Moontooth acoustic, the Beer Splattered version.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one I have.
Probably.
And then the new.
And then Phototroph. If you haven't listened, if you have been at all even vaguely interested in a Moontooth, listen to that record, Phototroph. What really surprised me about it is how much they throw back to dumb 80s hard rock in the most awesome ways.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep hearing little oh yeah, Nick, you were in a bedroom somewhere watching MTV. And fucking Motley Crue came on. And you were like, "That's what I want to do with my life." But then none of the songs sound like those songs. But you just get those little hits, little flavors, and it's it's such good nostalgia for me because I don't have to listen to Poison. I can listen to a song I actually like, but then remember why I liked certain parts of of those songs, why they were exciting. Yeah. How about you? What'd you get, JD? And then we're gonna play a fun game.
Well, I did the Moontooth.
Yeah, you did the Moontooth.
And I also I've been picking up, like I said last week, lots of 90s albums that I used to listen to. So this Refused.
Yes.
Shape of Punk to Come.
Yes.
This album is incredible. I mean, this is to me, this is where sort of the first hardcore band that was like, you know what, we're gonna like get funky and we're gonna do like some we're gonna do samples and we're gonna use a synth and we're gonna get some like electronic beats in there, but we're still gonna be, you know, angry and we're gonna sing about real issues. Like,
and that's what I liked about that record.
yeah, it was so good.
I've never listened to
And
it.
I mean,
I'll have to listen
I think
to
it
it.
also pissed off a bunch of hardcore kids. Like, what the fuck is this like
And
electronica
that's why I
stuff? What is
liked
this?
that
What are these
record.
beats? What is this bass in here? You're like, oh no, this is some game changing shit right here. Yeah,
Yeah, that was always kind of like the music fan that I was. Like, I never fully like stuck into like one genre, but I would always like the band. I would always like either the Blueprint band or like the band who took the Blueprint and like just turned left.
yeah,
You know, like just skewed it just a little bit, and it's like, yeah, that's what makes this band different than the 50 bands that sounds the same.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, exactly.
and it's
Exactly.
these things that I've also always kind of wanted to do with any of the bands that I've been a part of. You know, to be like, why do I want to play this? I want to make sure that I want to listen to my own
Yep.
band, because
Yeah.
why make the music if I don't want to fucking listen to it?
Yeah, exactly.
This podcast is totally affecting me too as we were writing new music, because I'm going to make goddamn fucking sure there isn't a guitar solo 2/3 of the way through any of these new songs. Not a chance. And
The
like,
2/3 rule.
and I want the Sales of Charon audacity of the guitar solo to start the fucking song. Yeah,
Seriously.
here's your guitar solo right up your ass. Second one. God, I love that song. All right, so this is a new game I just came up with, which will be hilarious, and it's called JD Picks a Pedal for Jeff. So I'm on the Deals and Steals pedals page on Reverb.
JD picks a pedal.
As long as it's under $200. So we're just gonna scroll.
Really?
We're just gonna scroll, and you're gonna pick one that you like that's not this $450 pedal.
Shouldn't you change the parameters to max $200?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. All right.
I'm
Max.
come on, make it easy on JD. Like, he already doesn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what the pedals do.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll tell you if it's like wildly
Are
inappropriate
these
for.
all bass pedals?
No, but I don't only use bass pedals.
All right.
All right, so we're scrolling.
I can't even. Oh, what the fuck? What's that? Pigtronics. Mothership. Mothership 2 analog synth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pigtronics.
I've had their pedals before. I've never
Yeah.
played the synth. I don't currently have a synth pedal on my board.
What does a synth pedal do?
Makes the instrument sound
Sound
like
like a synth?
like a synth. Yeah.
Oh, look, they're in Ogden, Utah.
Oh, Mark's guitar out. All right, I'm gonna
Probably
let you
got family out there.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go. I
Okay,
got that.
keep
I got that
going.
one saved.
Okay, save that one. Let's see.
Dun,
We've got
dun, dun, dun.
Metalizer, a lake of
Don't-
the lake effect.
Don't read too hard. Mostly just look at them.
Oh, you just want me
Like pretend like you're picking out a book. You're
Pick
in
it
the
based
you're
on
at the
the-
sci-fi and
on what it looks
fantasy
like?
section at the bookstore, and you're just gonna pick a book
to? How about?
without reading the backs.
Oh, okay.
Dun, dun,
What's that
dun,
one with the
dun,
eagle on it?
dun. What's that one with the eagle?
Cockfighting.
The Electro-Harmonics
Ooh, the
Cockfight Talking Wah
Yeah.
Fuzz. Done.
There you go. I think you need a cockfight pedal.
All right.
So what's the? He's one of the YouTube dudes. He's the angry Canadian guy, with the
Yes.
long hair.
Yeah.
That hates bass players.
And he always yells. He's always all his video titles are why does this suck? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't know
Drummers,
if
bass players, learn your part. But like, he created pedal, the cock block, and it's a noise
the
suppressor.
cock block pedal.
It's a noise suppressor, of course.
Yeah, and
It's perfect.
so I ordered that, and that was one of my COVID buys. But like, I had to
Yeah.
wait half a year for it to fucking finally show up when I pre-ordered it. I've used it maybe once. It was like I bought so much gear thinking I was going to become like an in the bedroom kind of musician person, but then like the dudes in the band realized we had a big enough space where we could be 7 feet apart from each other. So we were just like, no, we just need to find a reason to get out of the house. So we just kept, and we were paying for the studio, so we just kept going back there. And I was like, all right, I'm going to sell all this stuff that I bought like an idiot.
That's too funny.
All right, it has been ordered.
So are you going to record it? Are you going to record with it so we know what it sounds like?
Oh yeah. I'll record a little sample.
Play it on a upcoming show.
It's gonna sound like wow.
Yeah, just like that.
I'm curious because I have like one of the most sought after like vocal formant kind of talky sounding pedals. This pedal called the Little Dipper, and I started using it a lot more lately.
Little Tipper.
Little Dipper.
Oh,
and
it's just the Little Tipper.
And it is a completely rad pedal. I should let you play it sometime, Justin. The TWA Little Dipper. It makes the craziest. Like they thought I was talking into my pickups. Because it makes the craziest, and you can change the shape of the vocalization. There's all these different options. It's fun as hell. So we'll see.
So it sounds like one of those pedals that also needs like a riser for you to do hand motions instead of having to lean over, like the Rainbow Machine.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that needs to be like on a riser. So you can play and then like
tweak it. Yeah,
I have dreams and nightmares.
I have a few like that where it's like the true shoegaze bands where they're just laying down, twisting knobs on their pedal boards and never even like stand up for the entire set. But yeah, that would be one where I have a few where that would actually be useful. And you know what I did buy once, and it actually works. It's a little fucking weird, and I should get it out again, is one of the companies makes, you can put it, any pedal that has, what is it? An expression jack. So you can map one of the knobs to the jack and then change it. And it's a ring that senses motion. And so you can go you can set it to change like the speed of something. And then you can like do hand motions like a fucking wizard and make.
Oh, isn't that like Audio Source?
I think Source Audio made it. Yeah.
Source Audio, yeah.
Yeah. So you can have like a wizard ring that makes your pedals change, and it was fun. It was really fun. I don't know why I stopped using it.
Because it's a gimmick.
Yeah, kind of. Well, you don't really know. Like people don't really know. It's like if you ever saw
like
Jimmy.
An Ebo.
Yeah, kind of like an Ebo. You might they go, wait, his arm's moving and the sound is changing, but it wouldn't necessarily register what was happening. But yeah, cool. All right, you just picked me a pedal.
Thanks.
All
I
right.
can't wait to hear it.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited.
And if I don't like it, I'll just sell it.
Exactly.
That's the nice thing about reverb.
Exactly.
It's funny. They're not the same, but like a synth pedal and a fuzz wah are like two staples for me.
Oh, really?
For me, where I'm looking for other options.
Oh.
So that could have worked out.
Did you have your search filters set up that way so that I couldn't pick a bad pedal?
No, there were some shit pedals in there.
There was some shit pedals in there.
I was really glad you didn't go for one of those Dan Electro like dad board pedals, or there's some stuff that's not for me.
That's awesome. Should we get into our new feature real quick?
Yeah, we're running out of time, so we got time for one more thing.
I think we've got time for a speed round.
Okay.
I think we're just going to keep doing the speed round.
We're if you have the time to develop.
I've got the time to develop. We're just going to do some of the same ones, and then I change some from Alyssa.
All right, speed round.
Ready for the speed round?
Is your mouth ready to say yes or no?
Yes or no?
This or that? Okay.
Ready.
Speed round with Justin Rogers.
Okay, here we go. Tacos or pizza?
Dick.
Dick? Not
Pizza.
one of the choices. Okay.
Pizza. Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Fries or tots?
Fries.
Oh, you bastard. Fuck. Tots is the right answer.
Man, last night I discovered the perfect setting on that air fryer for those mini tots. Holy shit, they were the best tots I've ever had in my life. Clean singing or no clean singing?
Clean singing.
Okay. Metallica or Megadeth?
He's thinking. It's a thinker.
Testament. No. Metallica.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay,
Bless
this one.
Jesus.
This one we're just gonna keep on here all the time. Is live album or studio album?
Oh yes. I won't be mad either way. It's fine.
80-20
Whoa.
studio album.
Okay.
Some of my favorite records are live records, like
Yeah.
Alice in Chains Unplugged. You can't touch that.
All right. Yeah.
And-
Okay.
And various other live records. I can't
Fender
remember.
Gibson.
Burn them.
Neither.
You gotta pick one, man.
That's fair. Actually, from Justin, that's totally fair.
Okay.
Doesn't play either.
Pert
Yeah.
or Bonham.
What?
Pert
or Bonham.
or Bonham. Neil Peart or
Oh.
John Bonham. Peart.
Oh,
Say it right. That's
Peart. Sorry, Peart.
That's why he didn't.
Bonham.
Okay. Ooh.
It's too
Which is
Bonham.
funny because I hate Led Zeppelin, but Bonham was a nutbag. And
Ozzy or Ronnie James.
in total or Sabbath?
In total.
In total.
That one's easy for me.
It's rude.
These are hard, huh?
Yeah.
3.
I guess Ozzy. He's just more catchier.
All right.
I can sing more Ozzy than I can sing fucking Dio. Even though like
Yeah.
Rainbow in the Dark is just amazing.
right. Here's one. Here's one for the new metal in you. Deftones, Adrenaline or Ohms.
Oh, Adrenaline.
All right. Tool or Tool. Tool.
It'll be Opiate or Undertow Tool instead of the garbage
No, just Tool or Tool.
beer and monotonous. Oh, Tool are a bunch of tools.
Yeah.
For the answer for last week when you guys were talking about Tool live stuff, Opiate has 2 live tracks, which is
Which are insane.
Jerk Off and
Right.
that other song, not
Get all
part
these
of it,
reggae motherfuckers out of here.
and then there's
Yeah.
also Salival, which
Yeah.
So the one time a live version of a song became better than a studio track would be Tool's Salival's version of Push It.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to go
they,
back. and listen to
they
that.
changed it up. They jammed it out a little bit
have to go check that out.
before Tool really got pretentious with their overlong playing.
Yeah.
I still like
And
I love it.
that's fine. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
fine.
no longer for me.
Yeah.
I also got annoyed once Primus started super jamming out all
Yeah,
their songs. Like
I'm not.
Southbound Pachyderm, one of my favorite songs. I don't need to hear a 20-minute fucking version of Southbound Pachyderm.
No, you're absolutely right. And actually, there's a new song. There's a song that we're writing now where I would say "My Name Is Mud" is the primary inspiration for the bass line.
That's funny. There's actually Tool does a really. You mentioned the live album. They do a great cover of Demon Cleaner by Caius.
Yes.
That is
Yes,
so
they do.
fucking good. So good. All right. Here's the last question. Well, one of the last questions. And I just want to. What is the silliest thing in metal? Metal?
All of it.
Like all of it. Just the fans, the people who take it too fucking seriously, and that's
Yeah.
why this jackass is always gonna wear either a Hawaiian shirt or now I've been wearing my tie-dye hoodie, and people are like, "Who is this big fucking ray of sunshine?" Showing up to like a sweaty club where everybody's in like leather denim, fucking studly dudes,
Bullets
and
and
shit, and here comes me being like "Hey guys, you like Dave Matthews and Primus? Let's
So-
do this.
So you
I'm gonna
are.
put on some Prince."
If Party Cannon was a human being,
Cannon was a human being.
that's you. That's a good answer.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna amend the last question.
You are?
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
amend it. So suggest a new metal band that everybody should go out and listen to right now. Maybe dig into the obscure a little bit.
One of my favorite new metal bands is a band called 40 Below Summer. they were on the outskirts of kind of like the new metalness. They're from New York and stuff. I would say still stick to their first record, Invitation to the Show, because there's the second record they had, The Morning After, did what a lot of what happened and was terrible with new metal bands was they tried to commercialize and like get radio hits, so they weren't like as aggro. But definitely that, or I mean, I still really like Non-Point's first record, Statement, which came out in like 2000. And these, what the different things that I like that I'll still defend about what is new metal is they allowed different genres within the metal. So they were like, fuck you elitists, we're gonna throw in like our different melting pot cultures. So like you know, like Non-Point, they had like Puerto Ricans in it because they're from Florida, and so there's a lot of Latin influence like in the early stuff. So yeah, that's the stuff I like. I just like the groove. I want it to be groovy, dancey, sexy, funky.
All right.
But these guys are 40 Below Summer. They were found by Sean, the clown from Slipknot. Then like they had a bunch of dumb album stuff because the label folded. But I just liked they're great live, and the songs were just fun.
That is a very new metal logo.
That is such
when you scan,
look, it's gross. I hate tribal anything.
It's all tribal.
Is new metal.
It's
tribal.
Godsmacky nonsense. Like so, Jerome, my guitarist in Shed and in Disrupt the Paradigm, like he loves him some tribal, and like I remember. Yeah. He tried to do a tribal design for my first tattoo idea, and I was like, dude, I'm white as fuck. What do I need a tribal tattoo for? No, I'm not Kerry King. Like, I don't need none of that nonsense. But
I'm gonna have to check them out too.
Yes.
But I really like the vocalist Max from 40 Below Summer. Funny enough, he's the little kid in one of the Talking Head videos.
Oh, really?
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
That's funny.
A lot of dreadlocks.
Now he's got dreadlocks.
Yeah.
And tribal tattoos.
And again, you're looking at, you know, them from the year 2000, so it all completely fit. Like,
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I never, you know, the dumb images. Like, again, I'd still sit there and be like, yeah, you guys all look goofy as fuck. But you know, it was just I liked the fact that like when metal was like, you can't funk slap, like here comes new metal people, like we like Primus and Faith No More.
We'll funk slap you into
in the Bay Area kid going like,
Looks like they play at a lot of festivals where Saliva and Puddle of Mud also play.
Sadly nowadays,
probably
you're not wrong.
A lot of mid. Well, I'm looking at flyers.
None of these bands come to the West Coast anymore because they don't need to. They have the hillbillies.
Yeah, the middle of America.
The East Coast and the hillbillies. Yeah, middle of
there
America.
is definitely middle America rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Some people thrive on it. Some bands.
All right, Justin. Well, it has been a goddamn delight.
I know. I'm so glad we could finally have you on.
Not bands I ever liked. So
good.
You know, I'll admit when something's shit.
Yeah.
Like there was even like one time I played at the Caravan and someone or one of the shows that I played somewhere and someone put on some atrocious music in the jukebox, and of course everyone thought it was me because I'm that guy who likes to like poke the bear. And I was like, look, dude, I like new metal. I'll admit when something's shitty, but I didn't choose this.
Yeah.
Not my shit.
I'm not to blame this time. Not this time.
Next time maybe though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got anything to plug? Anything? Any shows coming up? You guys just played last weekend.
Yeah, we just played last weekend. We're playing again. We're playing in Toots June 18th.
All right. So if you're going to be in Crockett, California, go hit up Toots and rock your face off.
Yeah. And you just you just released your album digitally like a month ago, right?
Yeah. Back in March, we after trying to make that record for 2.5 years, we digitally and we physically have copies of the record.
Got
and
some
it's
sweet.
Pretty cool. It's nice actually hearing people go, "Hey, I like this track," instead of like from the first record, because we took too long to release anything physically.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's nice kind of hearing people, you know, doing like saying
giving
they
you feedback.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Because before it was just like, what the fuck is this? You guys kind of sound new metal. It's like, well, we like new metal. We're in our 30s. And
because it's an influence.
we just don't have samples, raps, or DJs. You know, like we know what we like. Korn. And
Korn.
yeah.
Korn. We're making up for a lot of episodes that did not feature Korn. This is our mea culpa to the world of new metal.
They sound so much better with Flea and Rehab. I tell you what. Or Fieldy.
Fieldy.
Yeah, Fieldy.
He has like Robert Trujillo's 12-year-old son is running circles around.
Oh, so crazy.
Around Fieldy.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
He served his purpose, and also he only did the clickety clackies for like 2 records.
Yeah.
It's just how it was mixed.
Yeah, that's an EQ problem that's actually really easy to fix.
Yeah, I recently did like a deep dive to like go listen to like bands like full discographies to see like, can I handle listening to just a wave of bands music, and like, oh, I've never actually listened to this record. Weird.
So I'll plug a Facebook group that's actually one of the good things on Facebook, run by Matt Bacon and Chris Latta, who are people in the stoner doom scene, called Dorkscography. It's a Facebook page, and basically they pick an artist and they do full discography listens, and then just talk about them over the course of however many. They do one new record each day.
Really?
It's a lot of fun, yeah.
How do I not know about this?
I don't know how you
did
don't
I just
know.
learn about this?
I kind of lurk a lot.
Does Matt talk about it on his TikTok?
No, I don't think so.
That's probably.
I think Chris drives it mostly.
That's something that I was gonna do, but I was like, oh, this is too much effort. I'm just
someone else is doing it, so you can just you can just hop on board and listen to some
Dorkscography public group.
Yes,
all right,
one of the good things on Facebook.
All
right, Justin, it's been real. Happy Sunday, happy Memorial Day. Are you off tomorrow?
Yeah, I've had a 4-day weekend. It's been kind of nice to unplug. Hope you guys have fun at Fanime.
Yeah, let's go get weird at Fanime Con.
Yep.
The butt cheeks start coming out about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. Quick last minute thing.
Show up.
Okay.
I sat. So I played I sat in on bass for a band at an anime festival in San Francisco a few years ago, called Anime on Display or something like that, AOD, and like it was an anime themed band and video game themed band called Hideo, and it was this all like stage play and everything. It was pretty weird and intricate. I gotta say, playing that it was a cool experience, but it just weirdly made me uncomfortable because of the age ranges that were there and like the cosplay.
Yeah, it can get a little awkward.
And you couldn't tell if some of the people with the ladies, it was their dads or daddies, and it was just kind of creepy. So I just
Fanime Con, they kind of separate the nighttime events from the daytime's pretty. I mean, you'll see some skimpy costumes, but that's fine.
The evening stuff, the 18+ stuff doesn't start until later in the evening once the kids
and just the overabundance of everything there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is this?
Yeah, there are moments like that for sure. Someone who's not like in the middle of that world. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
All right.
We will see you live and in person again soon, probably
Very
at a show
soon,
somewhere.
hopefully.
So until next time.
Until next time. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
This has been.
I've been saving that for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. Mom. Bathroom. Sorry. All right. Later, Justin.
Have a good
one. Take care, buddy. All right. We finally got Justin on the show.
We got Sweets on.
Now people
Sweets is
actually know
hilarious.
what he sounds like.
Oh, he's a funny dude.
If you watch on YouTube, you know what he looks like.
You will.
Sweet.
All right. Well, we have an anime convention to get to.
We gotta get there. I just got a text from my child that probably is saying, "Are you done yet?"
Yes. This has been the latest episode of
Blynd
Submyshynz. Minus plugs. Subscribe, like, do all that shit.
We still need to do the germ.
I know.
Album. We'll get on that.
We'll get
people.
there.
Sorry, we'll get on that.
We out.
Thanks for joining us for another week of Blynd Submyshynz. See episode description for the links to all artists discussed in this episode, and visit their sites to support them directly by buying their music and merch. Share links to the podcast with your friends, especially if they're in bands. Bands! If you want us to listen to your music on a future episode, please submit one song to blyndSub@gmail.com. That's BLYND sub@gmail.com. Bandcamp's linked preferred, but not required. Find us on our social media at Blynd Submyshynz. Full video episodes are available on our YouTube. Remember, we go in blind so you don't have to. Blynd Submyshynz.
It's Blynd Submyshynz with Jeff and JD, Jeff and JD, JD and Jeff, JD and Jeff. Blynd Submyshynz with Jeff and JD, Jeff and JD, JD and Jeff, JD and Jeff.